Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a new episode of Get It Since 92, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes. As always, your girl's out here rolling punches with my videos, so this is going to be something special for me to do. And I'm going to talk about social media, and I will be blunt and I'll be very honest about the things that I don't like on social media nowadays. But let's get right into it. So this quote saying, social media has made too many of you comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the mouth for it. Now, I do agree. It has been pretty much like toxic on social media for the past couple of days, even for a while now. And I feel like it's very sad, like at this, day and age of social media, it's supposed to be a place where people use their platforms to help network, to help build and connect with other people, whether they're, like I said, have a business, whether they're doing music or whatever career that they're doing. And I feel like it has gotten to the point where online trolls and bullies have gotten too comfortable with spewing, hate and spewing a lot of negativity on social media and online, and it can be very, very draining. Especially when I go on, Twitter sometimes, because I have a Twitter account, and some things that I have seen I do not tolerate, and I make sure and try to do my best to regulate and take, the responsibility of protecting my Twitter account and make sure I do not engage into any foolery with online trolls and, bullies in general. I understand people love their Instagram, people love their Facebook, people love their Twitter, people love their Snapchat. But you have to keep in mind, you have to be careful, you have to be mindful of what you say, and you have to be mindful of what you post on social media. Because unfortunately there have been some instances where, people have said some really mean things and it backfired and, it affected themselves. But not only did what they said to other people affected themselves, it affected the other people. I think that, like I said, I have been lurking and I have been on my Super Saiyan mode, and I think that what I have done to really keep in mind that, like I said, I may scroll, I may, research, on different things on social media, but I do not engage into any like back and forth with like bullies and trolls and online. But what I love about, like I said, social media, it is a place to express yourself. It's a place for you to be opinionated, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it's good to see other people, express themselves and express their opinions and be able to use that as a way to use their voices in a good way. Anything that they believe in it, whether people like it or not, agree or disagree, but that's just the way of life. Now, I do believe in using social media to help others, to uplift others, and to use it to encourage others, to let them know that, they are not alone. We all go through things in life and challenges in life, but we go through ups and downs. Now, with that being said, for me, I have seen how people have helped me along the way, and they have encouraged me to go further, push my dreams, my goals and aspirations, and be able to connect with them on a spiritual level, on a human being level. And like I said, I do follow some celebrities that I do admire and I do appreciate, and especially like artists, like musicians like that. I love their music. They saved my life with their music, and those are a couple of them that I really, really do connect with on a daily basis. But also I keep in mind that they have their own personal lives. I'm not here to dictate their lives. As long as they make good music, I'm good, I'm chilling. Now here's the thing. It has gotten to the point where trolls and bullies have used this platform of social media as a playground to bully and degrade and demean people in general. Now I understand, like I said, you have the right not to like people, you have the right not to like someone, but you do not have the right to be so mean, so disrespectful to the point where you have to tear that person down. You have to make them feel worthless, like they don't have anything to offer into the world. With that being said, perfect example. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to be blunt. I'm going in for the kill. And like I said, guys, you know, you have the right to agree and you have the right to disagree. But what I have noticed and observed, and I've taken a lot of things because I paid attention and I noticed some things that really caught my attention that I didn't like. Well, really that I don't like, but I use that to even explain my opinion and my perspective of how you got these miserable, disturbing, very, very bitter people online that don't have lives, period. It's like I've seen people constantly at like a celebrity, at people online, especially celebrities, because people, you know, when it comes to celebrities, we know the territory. And like I said, you know, I'm not going to, you know, like I said, hold back on anything, because I feel like it has gotten out of hand, and it's very ridiculous that people really do take their time and take their energy out of their day to constantly say negative things about these people and say things that they don't like a person or whatever reason. But at the end of the day, my thing is, you got the lot of, you know, you've gotten too comfortable. You have gotten too comfortable to really act the way you act on social media. And you feel like these people, like I said, and of course, like I said, on their behalf, they know about people being haters and trolls and bitter people online, but they know how to carry themselves with grace and class, how to ignore them. The power to ignore people and move in silence is pretty much a great asset to your life, to anyone's life, because there are miserable people out there that are not happy with themselves and the life that they're in right now. So what they try to do is to make you feel less and to try to, you know, use their negative energy and spew that negativity towards your way to even make themselves feel better. I think you're a lame ass bitch, period. I think that, you know, you don't have nothing else going on for yourself. So for you to even try to put down someone else to make you feel better, you're a whack ass and you're a lame and you're a coward, period. So I'm not going to be cursing up a storm throughout this whole entire video. But you guys, you get my message. You guys get the drill. By now, you guys should be familiar with my channel. It's Get This Since 92. Your Super Saiyan girl / chick. Your girl as always. And please, my followers and subscribers, I really appreciate your love and your support. And please, I would, you know, like I said, I do appreciate all the love and all the support. But yeah, you know, like I said, I feel like nowadays it has really gotten out of hand, and it's really draining to see so much negativity being, you know, presented on social media. Because for me, when I open my Twitter account, I see positivity and I see negativity, but especially when I see so much negativity going on, it's almost like I just choose to ignore it. And I choose, like I said, sometimes I do vent and I do express myself about people being a-holes, but I make sure that I do not engage into any, like, you know, chit for chat, like people like trying to come in my mentions and, you know, say some mean things. I've had experiences with like trolls coming to my mentions when I have my own opinions, when I express myself, minding my black ass business, just minding my business, saying whatever I want to say, and here comes a ratty ass bitch coming to my mentions unannounced, coming to my mentions, you know, I said I'm not gonna curse, but whatever, coming to my mentions unannounced, coming to my mentions, and I've seen how they have said some nasty things. Now I just ignore them, and also I block them too. But the thing is, it just goes with territory. I remember when I was a teenager, especially, I'll get to the story time. I basically would be in my computer class. I remember I took a website design computer class. That was when I was in high school, and I remember doing my work, and then when we have breaks, sometimes I would go on the blogs, and especially, like I said, about music, because since I love music perfect example. I'll use Ciara as a perfect example. Y'all know Ciara's my favorite artist, period. So Ciara, now even for her, Ciara's, like I said, Ciara is a successful artist, woman, businesswoman, all the above, independent, got her own record label, right? So all like the things Ciara has went through in her music career, her ups and downs, she has always had miserable, bitter capitalization letters, bitter, people, haters always coming for her, always putting her down, especially the toxic blogs. And I remember a couple of blogs in particular, I'm not going to mention the names, but one I remember always dragging haters, always going in for the kill. If I didn't see any positivity, or if I saw like a negative tweet by a hater, I would at that person's mentions, and of course you see how I'm saying, like I said, how I would do too. It's like I would respond to them, and Ciara would be getting like a lot of like hateful comments, and she would get like positive comments too. But it seemed like the more hateful comments that she has gotten, it was pretty much be about like 100 comments to like 200 comments, but in between she had positive people, she had the fans supporting her, then she had shady mofos, and then the haters. So it's like, I think that as a Ciara fan, I have built tough skin to realize by now, fast forward to 2019, seeing how Ciara has blossomed and grown into a musician, and now it's the same thing about how she still got better people hating on her. Shout out to C Squad, because I know how we roll. And listen, I'm not here to dictate fans how to feel, how to, like I said, if you guys want to drag somebody on social media, you want to drag a troll, be my guest. You got, like I said, take the floor, because I feel like in Ciara's, like I said, for her, she basically is an artist that, people like to pick on her. People have always very miserable, like low life. I never understood why, but because they're haters, and they never, like I said, music critics and all that, they did not like Ciara because of the kind of artist she is, and that she has so much talent, and they envy the fact that she really pushed through and is really resilient. And one thing about being a Ciara fan, we already know it has been a journey, but I just want to throw that, out there, that Ciara's, impact in music, whether people like her or not, it's kind of like people will try to pick on her, and then funny how they say, well, Ciara doesn't have fans. But when I see a C Squad going in for the kill and dragging, I saw how with her, she basically, like, to be able to have thick skin, but still she's a human being too. And I also admire the fact that the will and the drive for her to keep doing, her thing, never giving up on music, spreading positive, messages, uplifting people and being inspired by people. And also, she also said something too about social media. She wrote something a couple years ago about her perspective and her opinions on social media, and she was like saying the same thing. She was like, some people are miserable, they don't have lives, they'll always find something about you that they don't like, or they'll try to put you down to cover up what they're going through. And it may be something that they wish that they had, something, a characteristic or quality or personality that they wish that they could have that you have. But I feel like people really are miserable to the point where, it's like this. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And like I said, I don't give a damn about whoever it is. People who are miserable, you gotta leave them people alone. You gotta cut them out your life, and you gotta move on, because it's like a lot of things that can happen. I do see snakes in the grass, and I do have a third eye, and my Super Saiyan instincts be telling me, you know what, there are people that are not worth being around and keeping my distance from. But I feel like in Ciara's case, because I do like that she has really grown up and she has really took control of her music career and her life, and that's why a lot of her haters be talking crap And like I said, C Squad always be like going in for the kill and all of that. But that's just an example of how celebrities, in general, when they mind their business, living their life, you got these trolls and online haters that they really, really like have nothing else to do. I just could not find myself sitting on a computer for hours trying to put somebody down that I don't like, and I have my own life where there are a million other things for me to do. But that's just how it goes, and it really goes with the territory, because it's so sad, because I be like, you know what, minding my business as always, and then I be seeing some really nasty comments. I'm like, well, okay, and then, what's very funny is that some of these people think that it's a game. They think that it's a joke to put people down, and they feel like they have to really put people down just to, make themselves feel something. They just have no idea to really I don't know. They just don't have anything to offer. And what's so sad too is like a lot of times I just try my best not to entertain these fools online, and I do make sure that I do everything in my duty to ignore these fools, go about my business, say what I gotta say what I want to say, but be respectful and keep it, neutral, and I go about my business. And I think that even social media has really gotten really worse, over the years too, because now it's like people pretty much are just tearing each other down, talking about, each other's looks, what people look like and all that. It's just a lot of things that needs to be addressed. It's very sad that people have that much insecurity and self-hatred for themselves to really, dictate people how should they be, what they should be, and because of that, I've seen that people have really dragged those same people who have that mentality, because it's like, if you don't feel good about yourself, or or if you're not happy of who you are as a person, then that's just pretty much like a lonely, miserable life lived. But see, that's the thing. I just kind of looked at situations like, well, oh well, that's on them. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But I always have kept in mind that people are hurting, and so when people hurt, they hurt others too. But also, you gotta have a stand, take a stand, to stand for yourself, and don't let people hurt you, because it's not right. They got issues. They need to go find counseling. They need to take time to really reevaluate their lives. And I like that. Even like I said, there are people who have taken a stand, who have taken upon themselves to really nip people in the bud, and really, put them in their place when it comes to things of that nature, like cyberbullying, trolling. And also, some people, I have seen other people that have said they have made different accounts, and it be the same people just trolling and trolling and trolling. And one thing that people can do, like I said, you can report, you can block. Also, I've seen 24/7 people have gotten their accounts suspended because they have caused discrepancies, and they have really the policies have really went, they have broken the rules, the regulations, and the policies to make sure that they have just lost their rabbit ass mind. And I think that what's better off, and here's what I do: I just ignore these fools, and I just, like I said, just keep it pushing. And I also make sure that I find time and find the energy to work on what I gotta work on, and focus on my energy, that things that I'm passionate about, and make sure that I keep myself focused, because like I said, I'm an artist too. So also be on the lookout for some new artwork. I will be posting them on my social media, on my platform, because I want to see other people's reactions to my work. I am open to people's thoughts and opinions, and all that good stuff. But it's good to share that part of me, that I do have a life and I do love art. And also, like I said, I will be able to connect with my subscribers and followers and make sure that, I keep going. But yeah, I think that social media pretty much is something else. And also, like, people who feel so comfortable or too comfortable with putting people down that they don't know, I bet their scary asses wouldn't really do anything. And some people be so damn gullible, naive to even try something. But I always have said, if you don't like, like I said, you don't like, you don't let those people, dim your light. And also, I feel like social media, pretty much what I've seen, what other people have done nowadays, is like, even for the trolls, I've noticed how they constantly pick on people. And also, I've seen how, especially with celebrities nowadays, even when a celebrity claps back, they get into their feelings. They're like, well, so surprised or shocked that this person even responded. But like I always have said, it's better off to do the Beyonce route, because Beyonce won't say nothing. I gotta learn more from Beyonce too, because Beyonce, she basically is like this: hey, you can say whatever about me, but I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do and keep it pushing. She's a perfect example of resilience too, even though people be talking ish about her. But she, like I said, she'll let her music and her art speaks for itself. But yeah, I just think that social media, it has to change in some ways when it comes to online trolls and cyberbullying, and when it comes to like people who really have no lives to even try to put people down that they don't like, or whatever reason the case may be. But it's always, people have the right to stand up for themselves and take things, make sure they take control of their lives and make sure that they are in a better place in their life. But that's all I gotta say. Toxic social media is just, there's some things that I feel like people should be aware of. And while we're going out into 2020, we're exiting out 2019 in a couple of weeks. So like I said, I will be keeping an update. I will be putting in the work with my channel. Oh, your girl's gonna be posting more and more stuff, so stay tuned for more exclusive content on the way in the future. But like I said, I just want to get things off my chest. So as always, guys, yeah, thank you for following me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for people who have encouraged me to keep going, keep doing what I love to do, and vice versa. And the love goes out to you as well. So I'm about to sign out. So as always, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to hit that notification bell. Please do not be afraid to like, share, comment, subscribe down below. As always, stay tuned. Next episode gets Since 92 Dragon Ball Z narrative reference. Peace. Bye bye. And as always, the Super Saiyan is out.